applause from the crowd. Now she spent the sound of bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on a seat and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 34, Fired Up, presented by the Belly Up Podcast Network. My name's Mike Yeo. Joining me, as always, is Dom Console. Dom, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. I'm pulling through right here. My internet's a little laggy here.
Okay, so if we have issues, we know where to put the blame on.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna try to get through this.
We're fighting through it. I wish you would have told me that beforehand. So I could have prepared a little bit, but it just started, huh?
It didn't happen until we played that great intro. So
that could give us issues. Well, it's all right. We'll fight through it. We're playing through the elements.
Hey, I mean that seems like every week, you know. I mean,
that is true.
We're tough, you know. We're fired up.
That is.
We're ready
we
to go.
Push through, exactly. And we are live on our Twitter and Facebook, and we are also now live on the Belly Up Sports YouTube channel. So if any new listeners or viewers are over there watching, we are a Philly-based 4for4 podcast. So welcome in, and hope you enjoy the show. Before we get started, I have to tell you about MyBookie. Wilder versus Fury, Mayweather versus Pacquiao, electric personalities that produce big fights and even bigger betting opportunities. This Saturday, Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley will be no different, so don't miss out on the action. Bet the fight with MyBookie. MyBookie has the odds and prop bets for Paul Woodley Part 2, and you can start by doubling your initial deposit all the way up to $1,000 using promo code Fired Up. That's double your deposit to double your funds and double the excitement for Paul Woodley 2 at MyBookie. As much as we would all love to see Jake Paul eat canvas, he's looked strong in previous matchups, and with Woodley taking this fight on short notice, all the odds are in Paul's favor. Back to Problem Child to win this rematch, as he's sure to be the favorite. Don't miss out. Double your first deposit up to $1,000 using promo code Fired Up. Head to MyBookie today, place your bets, fill your pockets, and watch this grudge match get settled with Paul versus Woodley Part 2. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. You gonna watch that fight at all or no?
Take a breather first, man. Take a sip of
sip of water. I'll get it going here. Exactly.
Take a lap.
But are you gonna watch that fight? Do you have any interest in this Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight?
As I stated before, I'm not huge on any kind of fighting, boxing, MMA, whatever it is. But I'll keep my eye on it. I mean, if somebody was like, "Hey, come over and watch the fight," sure.
It's intriguing.
My friends don't really do that stuff.
Yeah.
So, did you happen to watch any of this past weekend or?
I did not. No.
Yeah, Poirier and I don't know.
I was Oliveira. Yeah.
Yeah. I was out on Saturday night and we watched a little bit of it, and I was just watching like I knew what was going on. I was like, no. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I tried to go with the crowd.
Fake ass shit. I don't know what he's referring to.
Fighting? Is that what he's referring to?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know how much kicking a guy in the skull is fake, but
right. Exactly. I don't know. I don't know what that comment's referring to.
Yeah.
But so
is he talking about us? Are we fake as shit?
Maybe.
Fake ass shit? Yeah.
Maybe. I hope not.
Probably.
I hope it's not what he's talking about. But so obviously there was no Eagles game this week. So there's really not a whole lot to talk about Eagles. We could break down the matchup next week against a football team, but I
can't tell if that was a good thing or a bad thing
against the football team. What, not having the Eagles?
Yeah.
My Sunday was a little more relaxing. That's all. Paul versus Woodley, you asked. Okay, so that's apparently fake.
What's fake about it though?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know enough into about the boxing scene,
right.
But I know Jake Paul was supposed to fight one of the Fury brothers. I forget which one.
Yeah, and then he dropped out.
Yeah, and then he dropped out in the last second. So maybe people are saying this is kind of a publicity thing that he dropped out last second, and now he's going to fight the rematch guy that he supposed to, that he beat already. I don't know.
Like if we're sitting here saying like these like rivalries are fake and like. I agree with that, but like, I mean, these guys like literally are getting their like dicks beaten in. Like, I mean,
this isn't that kind of show, though.
Nah, I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, the Eagles didn't play this week, so I figured we'd do something a little fun this week. I'm in the Christmas holiday spirit.
Okay.
Let's just do the top 10 Christmas movies.
All right.
Listen, a lot to choose from here. Right, a lot of Christmas movies to choose from. I struggled a little bit. My list changed 17 times. So do you want to go first? Or you want me to do the honors? You could go first.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
All right. Yeah. So I mean this came to me in. We texted about it. I came to me in 40 seconds. I knew exactly what was on my list. It didn't take me that. I mean, I ripped off 10 straight movies in a row. I hope I didn't miss any. It took me maybe like a minute or two to like actually get the numbers down, what was 10, what was 9, what was 8, and so on. But yeah. So the first movie I got, number 10. Now this might be a little bit of like, not a hot take, but it's not really a Christmas movie.
Okay.
It has to be on your list.
Okay, I tried to get rid of the Christmas, like the movies that could be taken as either a Christmas movie or not. Like Die Hard. As much as I love the movie Die Hard, to me it's not a Christmas movie. Okay. So I didn't put Die Hard on the list. So I'm curious what this movie is though.
Well, for starters, I've never seen Die Hard, so
it's a good movie, very good movie.
We've talked about that actually somewhat recently off of the show, but
we actually we talked about it a few weeks ago with the Halloween, or a couple months ago, the Halloween show. We brought up Die Hard, yeah.
Okay, so we talk a lot on the show, off the show.
We certainly do. Yep.
Okay, so anyway, get back to this list. So number 10, it's not necessarily a Christmas movie, but I got 8 Crazy Nights.
Okay, very good, very 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 good. Obviously, I mean it's centered. It's obviously a Hanukkah themed movie.
Right. It's a holiday movie.
But it's a holiday movie. I actually didn't even think of 8 Crazy Nights because my mind just didn't go there.
Wow, I'm a little disappointed.
I know, I am too.
I'm not gonna lie.
I am too. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's number 10. Number 9, I have Jingle All the Way.
Okay. It's a movie that growing up I loved.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it like last week or 2 weeks ago. I couldn't watch like 20
minutes. Didn't hold up for you?
No, not at all.
Really? Oh, these cookies. Number 8, I have. Now this might be another one of those things where it might not be necessarily a Christmas movie, but whoa, something popped up. Hold up.
Sorry, hold on.
All right, we're good. So some technical difficulties. We're good.
Okay,
number 8. So like I said, it might not be necessarily a Christmas movie, but it has a lot of Christmas elements. What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know.
Can you see me? Yeah, you can see me, right?
I can see you fine.
All right, shit is just popping up. Okay. Anyway, number 8, Just Friends.
Hold on. Stop watching porn on the computer. What are you doing?
I am
with
not
all
doing
these
that,
pop-ups? What's going on?
It's Adobe. So number 8, I have Just Friends.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. It's Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock, or not Sandra Bullock. What the fuck is her name? From Scary Movie. The main girl.
Yeah. Fuck. What is her name?
Anna Faris. Anna Faris.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
yeah. So she,
gotcha.
He's a big shot, and he comes back to Jersey, where he's from.
Okay.
He falls in love with the girl. So,
okay.
Number 7. Now this probably was my favorite movie when I was like 10. I have The Polar Express.
Okay, it almost made my list. Very good movie.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good movie.
Number 6, a very, very underrated movie here. I have Fred Claus.
Okay, it didn't make my list. I didn't love it.
I love it.
I've only seen it once or twice, and that was like when it first came out. I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah, watch it when you're as an adult. It's way, way, way underrated. Number 5, I have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version.
Okay.
I love the cartoon, but it didn't make my top 10.
There's just something different about the Jim Carrey one. Like he was great, he was fantastic. It was funny. Like it was just something different about it.
For sure.
It was great.
You see a guy transform into a cartoon in real life.
Yep.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and he was spectacular.
Yeah. Maybe Oscar worthy. Number 4, I have the first Santa Claus.
Okay.
I actually watched that last night.
So did I. It was on cable.
Really?
It was on Freeform. Their 25 Days of Christmas. So I turned it on. It's good.
There you go.
Great movie.
I was I did Disney Plus.
Okay.
Should we be getting some change from Freeform and from
we should. There you
Disney
go.
Plus for like promoting them.
We should. Yeah.
Number 3, Christmas Vacation, of course.
Okay. Okay.
What's what?
It's.
Oh boy!
I'll tell you my. Obviously, I'm going to tell you my list a little later. It's a little disappointed that's in the 3 spot. I have to hear 1 and 2 first, though.
Okay.
Even though I know what number 1 is for you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, no, that's obvious.
Number 2, I have Home Alone.
Okay.
And, of course, number 1. I wore the socks on my wedding.
Yeah, of course.
Elf.
And your wife's checking in here. Polar Express being number 7 is tragic. Does she think it should be higher?
Yeah, she thinks it should be closer to 1.
Okay, all right. So number 1 was Elf, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when we were making this list, I was like, all right, I know what number 1 for Dom is. I was like, it's Elf. It's Elf, hands down.
Right. So real quick: 10, 8 Crazy Nights; 9, Jingle All the Way; 8, Just Friends; 7, The Polar Express; 6, Fred Claus; 5, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version; 4, The Santa Claus; 3, Christmas Vacation; 2, Home Alone; and 1, Elf.
All right, number 10
All right,
for
yeah,
me.
I'm locked in here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
Number
to
10 for me. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to put on the list, so I'm going to put both of them in the 10 spot. They're classics.
10A, 10B.
Yes, Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Okay,
are my 10A and 10B.
that's probably like top 15 for me.
Number 9, I actually just watched it for the first time this weekend. Office Christmas Party.
Have
you seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's hilarious. It has Jennifer Aniston, Jason Bateman, Olivia Munn. It's hilarious.
Okay,
I watched it
star-studded.
for the first time. It was really funny.
We like the star-studded lineup.
Absolutely. So I had to put that on my list. Number 8, Scrooged. Have you ever seen Scrooged?
Which one?
Bill Murray.
I've seen parts of it.
It's really funny, and
Yeah.
it's just a different like story of the Ebenezer Scrooge kind of character.
Right.
Like it's just different. I really like that movie. Number 7, I have Santa Claus 1.
Okay.
Okay, and I also tried to not have sequels on my list. Like I could have put like Home Alone 2 on here or whatever. Like obviously Home Alone's higher up my list, but
Yeah, Home Alone 2 is like top 15 for me.
yeah, I try not to do
Right.
like the sequels and the remakes. I just did one version of each movie.
I got you.
And then, so number 7's Santa Claus, and number 6, and I mean this is gonna be a hot take, especially from you. I have Elf.
Okay.
Number
no,
6.
I mean, I understand why people don't love it as much as I do.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, it's top 10, right? I mean, it made the top 10, so.
That is true. It did make the top 10. Number 5, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey version as well.
Okay. I think that's the same spot for me, right?
It was, number 5. And number 4, I'm a little disappointed you didn't have this on your list. This is an all-time classic movie. The Year Without a Santa Claus.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You've never seen what?
No. The Year Without a Santa Claus. I don't know
What?
if I've ever heard of it.
The Heat Miser?
Oh, stop. See, I'm not a big, like stop animation guy.
Oh,
Like, I liked them when I was a kid.
Classic.
I liked them as a kid, but, like, I don't know.
You know what? We're shutting this podcast down. We're calling it quits. We're stopping right there. It's a great movie. Number 3, I have Home Alone.
Okay.
Number 2, I have Bad Santa.
Okay. I haven't seen that in years.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And Michael's yelling at you, I think, for not liking The Year Without a Santa Claus. I think he's why he's yelling at you.
It's the second time he's yelled at me during this. We're 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in. It's the second time he's yelled at me. I'm used to everybody yelling at me. So.
And the number 1, it's no secret, Christmas Vacation is like one of my favorite movies ever.
See, I think Home Alone and Christmas Vacation go back and forth. There's 2 and 3 on my list.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a great movie, but I actually have a steaming hot take.
Okay.
You know what movie I can't stand?
You know what? I was gonna bring this up, and I think it's similar to the movie I also can't stand.
Okay, it's played every Christmas day.
Yeah,
on
for
24
fucking
hours?
75 hours straight.
Yeah, it's A Christmas Story is so overrated.
I agree 100%.
I can watch it once a year and like, okay, it's fine, but like I don't understand why that's 24 hours on Christmas.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of the show, Doug, and I was telling him about this movie list that we were making, and he was like, "Oh, if you don't have a Christmas Story on your list, like the list is invalid." And I was like, "Well," I was like, "No, the Christmas Story sucks." And he's like, "Well, it gets played 24 hours." On Christmas.
Maybe
like
right.
That doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
You know, the radio, if you turn on a radio station, they have the same 10 songs in rotation. That doesn't mean any of the shit's good.
Right. No, I completely agree. I legitimately laugh at one point in that whole movie, and that's when the at the dinner table, like when he does like the pig noises, the little brother with the mashed potatoes. That's literally the only time I laugh in that entire movie.
I've only seen like bits and pieces of it, and I watched it once front to back, maybe once. But the thing about it is, it's obviously in the background on Christmas Day because it plays for fucking 3 weeks straight.
Right.
So you constantly see like the same parts over and over again. I'm just like, this isn't funny. There's nothing about it that I like.
I completely agree.
I agree. You know what? I'm glad we had the conversation. It's one of the most overrated movies ever.
It needed to be had. I mean, it had to be said. It had to be put out there.
Yeah, and I was looking at other lists like while I was making mine, and every list had it like top 3.
Yeah,
I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, there are a couple movies I saw on a couple lists that I have never seen that I probably should see.
I've seen It's a Wonderful Life everywhere a lot.
From
what I hear, it's a very depressing fucking movie.
I saw it a long time ago.
I've never seen it.
I was probably 13 or 14 when I saw it. I have to watch it again. That White Christmas, I've heard is like a classic. It's an old movie.
I don't know what the one that was.
Miracle on 34th Street, I've never seen.
I've never seen either.
And go ahead.
We mentioned it back on the Halloween show. We both also think Nightmare Before Christmas is overrated, which I still don't know if that's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie.
It doesn't know either. It's just trying to be whatever, you know.
Yeah. We're getting roasted in the comments because of our Christmas story take.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I mean,
just a bad movie.
Another modern movie that I've never seen. Another Vince Vaughn, Four Christmases. I'm gonna watch that.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
I've heard great things.
Didn't make my top 10 obviously, but very good movie. I agree.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a big holiday guy here, big movie guy. So
I almost put, because of it's such a classic. I'm not a huge fan of the movies or the shows or whatever, but like A Charlie Brown's Christmas is so iconic.
Oh yeah,
I almost put that on my list as well.
Yeah, no, it's probably my top 15.
Yeah, right, absolutely. So. All right, you ready to move on? I mean, there's really not much Eagles wise. Do you have anything want to talk about with the Washington game coming up? Do they have a chance to win? I mean, the playoffs, maybe? Are they there? Like, who knows? The thing's kind of wide open at this point.
So with San Francisco winning, I believe they taken the last wild card spot. It's going to kind of be a little hard to maneuver into that spot again. I mean, Washington's been playing somewhat well the last few weeks. Obviously, they lost this week. They almost had a huge comeback against Dallas. But their defense is starting to show up a little bit without Chase Young. They started, I think, like the end of the first quarter or halfway through the second quarter, it was like 18. They were down 18-0, and then all of a sudden, they gave up 28, I think, or 27 to Dallas. So, like, their defense kind of found their way in that second half. But, I mean, is it a winnable game? Sure. Can they lose? Sure.
Yeah, so it really could go either way.
It's definitely a coin toss.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the fact that team doesn't look like ass with Taylor Heineke is a little bit of a shock for me. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, Josh Allen came in and played pretty well. Or is it Josh? I think it's Josh Allen, right? Or no, it's not Josh Allen. So Heineke got hurt this week.
Oh, did he? I'll be honest, I didn't watch any football this weekend.
Okay, I don't know who Allen is. I forget his first name. But their backup quarterback came in, Allen. Dude, did you see any of him coming off the field, Heineke?
No.
Dude, so there's like footage of him. I think I saw it on Twitter. He's walking off the field after he gets hurt. As he's walking, the camera's on him. He bends down and picks up, like literally walking on the field, picks up a pair of scissors that were just in the field. That were just on the playing field. Like,
why?
Because they were on the field. I don't know why they were on the field, but he didn't want anybody to get stabbed, probably. But he just bent down and like picked up scissors and just walked off with the trainer. Like, it was strange. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but
right. And they have another guy with COVID downstairs.
That's the other Allen,
right?
The defensive tackle.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be an interesting matchup there. I mean, it's really just a playoff rate at this point. They said Jalen Hurts is going to start. That's not really a surprise. I mean, as good as Minshew looked, it's still Jalen Hurts' team. So
yep, for now.
But yeah, there's no quarterback controversy.
No.
Save that for the offseason. Like,
for sure, that's what I meant.
When this team misses the playoffs and everybody's yelling for Jalen Hurts' head, that's when the true competition.
I don't think it's going to happen.
What, then miss the playoffs or
No.
or then be a competition?
I think everybody's like you're saying that people are going to be calling for his head. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think it already started.
Not the way he's been playing recently, other than the Giants game.
Yeah, I guess. It's like that's the thing is it's so hard to judge this season because like we came into the season saying this is the year you find out what you have, but the first 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of the season, you had a rookie coach, essentially a rookie quarterback, learning a brand new system against very, very, very good teams. Then the next stretch, you played absolute dog shit teams, so you didn't find out if those players are good or if that's a product of going against bad teams. So you have no idea what you have now that you didn't know week 1 or 2. Like it's wild.
No, I know, I understand, and I mean, like this is the thing is like I said it on last week's show, I think it was, or the week before, like you have former players coming out and saying things like that's where like Minshew coming in and that's the accuracy. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
The accuracy wins you football games, and like as black and white as that is, and like as obvious as that is, like it's true. And
yeah.
did you see what Kurt Warner said?
No.
He basically said if the Eagles have a shot to go get Deshaun Watson or
I did see
Russell
this,
Wilson,
yeah.
they should go do it. What does that tell you though? Like these, that's a Hall of Fame player. They've made a movie after this guy. It's coming out this year or next year.
Right.
Like they don't just make movies about anybody.
Yeah.
Like Kurt Warner's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Right. I think those are two different situations. Like I think people will back a Russell Wilson move more than they'll back a Deshaun Watson
Well, I'm
move.
just saying in general. Like
Just talking about football, sure.
Right.
Yeah, no. He's telling you these quarterbacks aren't the guy.
Right.
Basically is what that's saying. And I mean, again, a Hall of Fame. Is he like a deadlock to be a Hall of Famer? Probably.
In.
Is he in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He got in like 2-3 years ago.
I didn't realize that. But yeah, I mean he knows talent obviously and can see that these guys aren't it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean again, they're two different quarterbacks, two different situations, and until that legal stuff plays out, when it plays out with Deshaun Watson, I don't think he's going to get moved till that happens.
No, for sure. And I just meant football, like
just on the
like,
field, yeah.
Right. Like if they'll go for Deshaun Watson because of the legal issues, like sure, that's that's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, like if he's telling you to go out there and get the elite talent, that tells you something. Like
yeah.
Whether it's Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, whoever, I'm not saying I want Aaron Rodgers, but I'm just saying, or I want Deshaun Watson. I'm just saying these guys, this guy's telling you, go get that guy because Hurts probably isn't that guy.
Right. Absolutely. So, all right, you ready to do against the spread, or do you have anything else for the Eagles coming up?
No, man. It was a boring weekend.
It really was.
Football wise, I like I said, I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing they didn't play this weekend, but I'm done. I'm gonna be done for the semester this year for school. So this week for school. So I'm ready to like make football all day on Sunday. So
yeah,
I'm ready
it's
to
hard.
go.
It's hard for me right now with my job. Like the last 2 weeks of December,
Right.
leading up to Christmas, are fucking insane. So I
Right.
have no time to even watch any. Like I'm just exhausted. So
Yeah.
it's hard for me to get into it right now. So it's it is what it is.
I got you. I completely understand.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to against the spread. I went. What did I go? I went 3-2. You went 2-1 because you have 2 picks tonight.
Okay.
You have the over 51.5, and you have the Rams plus 2.5.
What's that game looking like right now?
Hold on. I can tell you in 1 second. It is 10-10 with 2 minutes left in the first half.
Solid.
So the over doesn't look hot.
No.
Right
I mean,
now,
unless they just absolutely
go off in the
Yeah.
second half, yeah, that doesn't.
Which
look,
isn't unlikely with these.
it's
two
not.
offenses,
It's
so.
not unlikely, but it is what it is.
And I said I was plus 2.5 on the Rams.
Yes, correct.
All right. Well, like I
10,
say,
it's
I
10-10
might have
right
that.
now.
I might have that.
Yeah, that's not out of the question. Yeah, but the over looks tough. But on the season, I am 32-38. You're 33-35.
Right.
So, do you want to go first?
Sure.
I will let you do the honors here.
Okay. So I got the first game. I got Pats at Colts. I got the Patriots plus 2.5.
Patriots plus 2.5. Okay.
They're red hot right now. So
Yeah, that's probably why I didn't take them. Like I looked at that game. but
it's a Saturday game
on the road. Yeah, Saturday. It's on the road. It's going to be a good game, but the Colts can put up points, and it'll be an interesting game.
I'm sick because I have Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to have a bye this week, so like in my fantasy league, so.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a bye in both of my big leagues.
I mean, that's a good spot to be in, though.
For sure.
You're good enough to have a bye. What are you bitching for?
Just something to watch, Dude, I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit, they play Saturday. Like, it's gonna be a good game to watch for fantasy. I have Pittman. I probably wouldn't have started him, but I have Pittman and I have Taylor, and I'm like, oh shit, like, I have a bye.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I got the Patriots plus 2.5.
All right. I have the. So we talked about the game a little bit. I have the football team and the Eagles. I have Washington plus 4.5. I think the Eagles will win. I really do, and I think they have a shot to win. But I think Washington covers the 4.5.
Okay, I got you. The next game I got Panthers at Bills. I got Bills minus 10.5. It's a big one.
It's a big line.
It's a big boy. It's a big.
A lot of big lines this week. There were like 3 10.5 lines. There was a couple 8.5s. There was a 14 line in there somewhere. A lot of big lines this week.
I just think the Panthers suck ass. So.
Yeah, no, that is true. But the Bills also haven't been great.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I know they scored some points this weekend, but they still haven't been great.
They're for sure a roller coaster team.
Yeah. Which is the entire NFL, let's be honest. I have the Titans, another roller coaster team, the Titans. Yeah. The Titans and the Steelers. I have the Steelers plus 1.5.
Okay. I looked at that.
Yeah, I think the Titans are a mess. I mean, I know they just won, but they play the Jaguars. Like, they won, what was it, 20-0, I think?
Right.
So
the last spread I have is Falcons at Niners. I got the Falcons plus 8.5.
Okay.
I hate the 49ers, so.
Yeah, the 49ers, I still don't think we know what they are. About to be week, 15? And we still don't know what the Niners are.
Well, you could take that back to like the last 3 years. You don't know what they are.
That's true.
So like,
it's very true.
That's why I don't like them. But
yep. All right, my last spread, I have the Packers and the Ravens. I have the Packers minus 5.5. I don't know. Like, have they even said what the issue with Lamar is? Is he out? Is he going to play? I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
So. And I think Baltimore's just a bunch of frauds anyway.
Me too. I hate that division so much.
Yeah.
The only team I like is Cincinnati. I want Cincinnati to win that division so bad.
Cincinnati's fun to watch. They still have so many issues. Offensive line. I know they've been better this year than years past, but the offensive line, defense isn't great. It's
Joe Burrow.
They're hit
so
or miss.
Good. I think Joe Burrow is so good.
Yes, yeah, and he's impressing me. What are the odds of a Pats versus Bucks Super Bowl match? I mean, I guess
low.
You think low?
Yeah, because I don't think a rookie quarterback's ever made the Super Bowl in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, but those rookie quarterbacks didn't really have Bill Belichick.
Yeah, but they still got to go out there and play.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
That's true. All right. Do you want to do the over/under, or was it my pick? I think it was you.
I'm up. Yep. Yeah. So I actually have the Packers Ravens.
Okay.
I got the over 43.5. That me not thinking that Lamar might not play. But I'll keep it. We're good. I think Rodgers could put up another 300 plus 4-touchdown week.
There you go.
Just like
all right. I have the Texans and Jaguars. That whole division sucks. Every year.
We said it last week.
Every year. So I'm going to take.
Did we say it last week? I said it to somebody.
We've said it before.
Yeah.
We've said it before. I don't know if it was last week or the week before that, but we said it. I have the Texans and the Jaguars under 41.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a bad game.
You couldn't pay me to watch that game.
No.
Last one I got Jets at Dolphins. I got under 43. That's another shitty ass game. Like.
Yep, it certainly is.
Ugh.
Under 43.5.
Under 43.
Under 43. All right, and then my last one, I have the Cowboys and the Giants. I have under 44.5.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, with the Cowboys offense, that's a low over/under. I mean, I know the Giants suck, but
you don't like Mike Glennon?
No, I do not. No, I do not. I don't like Joe Judge. I don't like anything about the Giants.
You don't like Joe Judge?
The fact that he's.
I love Joe Judge.
The fact that he's going to be their coach next year is hilarious to me.
I think it's the greatest thing ever.
It's
I love
so
it.
funny.
They should give him a 10-year extension.
They should. But I also picked the under because I heard some ridiculous stat when it comes to unders in games, and I've used it as a strategy. Right?
Okay.
Is so in divisional matchups after week 10, the under hits like 65% of the time.
Really?
Yeah, after week 10 divisional matchups, under 65% of the time.
Because teams are probably beat up.
Yeah, I guess.
And those are as much as you don't think of it, or maybe you don't. Somebody as people wouldn't believe probably. I mean, division games are a little bit different, you know.
They are, yeah.
I mean, it is.
You've been saying it for weeks. Yeah, division plays different. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter how good or bad you are. You know, you play a little bit harder when you go against your rivals.
Right. So. Absolutely. Things could be worse. We could be sports fans in Detroit or Jacksonville.
True.
Yeah, I want no parts of that.
True.
That sounds like a miserable experience.
Yeah.
And now before we move on, I forgot to mention at the top, your favorite thing happened this weekend.
Scorigami? I was just gonna say, I'm really disappointed we haven't had Scorigami in a while.
We did, yeah. Kansas City and the Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
48-9. Scorigami.
That's fantastic.
48-9. We had Scorigami. I forgot to mention that.
I have Renfro in fantasy. 3 straight weeks with 100+ yards.
Really?
And a touchdown, yeah.
I always get him confused with the baseball player. Same name. I don't
Yeah.
like it. Same exact name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's just a 2-sport athlete.
It's possible.
It's
They're both
very
white,
possible.
so.
Right, exactly. With the name like Hunter.
I've never seen them both in the same room, so.
Exactly. See? These are the conspiracy theories we cook up on the show.
We should just be a conspiracy theory podcast. I mean,
we should. I'm cool with that. But speaking of conspiracy theories, I'm sure we'll have more within this next segment here or the segment after that. Let's go with the Sixers. Up and down week, 2-2. You play back-to-back against Charlotte. You split that matchup. Then you play Utah, and then you have a grind-out kind of game against Golden State. Thybulle locked down Steph. How's this team look? I mean, I know things are still kind of hit or miss, but what's going on with the Sixers?
It seems like they're starting to figure it out a little bit here. You know, earlier in the year when they started off in the season, they played well. I mean, they did up until Tobias and Embiid went out with COVID. They played pretty good basketball.
Until they lost the whole team, basically.
Right, as I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
But you know, it seems like I've said on the show a couple weeks ago that this Embiid having COVID really hurt him. Even when he came back, like it took him a week or two to like kind of get his bearings back a little bit and be consistent and hit the shots that he usually hits and things like that. And it kind of seems like he's starting to find it now, that consistency and the hitting the shots that he usually hits. So
right, yeah,
you know,
he's being the player that we kind of expect from him night in, night out.
And it kind of just proves like with him being out and then coming back in, and they're like starting to figure it out that he is in that top 10 players in the league where they're just irreplaceable.
Right.
They're you know, without him, they are a 500 team, if that, maybe a little bit less.
I would say probably less because right now they're a 500 team with him.
Well,
you know what I mean.
He was out for two and a half. 3 weeks
Sure. You're probably talking at the height of his play or whatever. Like, yeah, they're like with the way this team's constructed currently, even with Joel being Joel, is this team a top 3 team in the conference? Do you think?
I think. Okay, I don't think they. All right, how am I going to try to say this here? I think they could make the top 3.
Okay.
Do I think they are top 3? No. I think they're fourth or fifth around that area.
So it's fair to say this team has taken a step back from last year.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's the thing is like the way they play in the regular season is so much different than the playoffs. We saw that last year. Yeah. And can they make a top 3 seed? Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely with the way that they're constructed. Will they succeed in the playoffs as it? No, probably not. Could they be a 4th or 5th seed? Sure.
Right.
I think that's what they are, you know. Look at them last year. Like they were a 1 seed last year, right, going into the playoffs. Like they played like a 1 seed in the regular season. Did they play like a 1 seed in the playoffs? Absolutely not.
No.
So like they could play like a top 3 seed until the playoffs. So yeah, I mean they could be a top 3. I don't think they are, but you know, they could land there.
Fair enough. What's your best trade return for Simmons? That's not Dame or Beal. I mean, it's insane that we're still on this path, of talking about Ben Simmons. I know Sacramento's come out and have apparently sent an offer. Buddy Hield and I forget the other guy that was involved. I forget off the top of my head, but is there a trade out there? I know the Hawks are believed to be open to trading Cam Reddish for a first-round pick. I don't know if that's a trade that would involve Simmons. Would you be interested in a guy like that, or trade Simmons for somebody else that would better this lineup?
I'm not trading Simmons for Cam Reddish. I like Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish is a good player. He gets better. He's been getting better every year. He is. Are you familiar with him at all?
Not much. No.
Okay, so he was the third guy for Duke the year Zion and R.J. Barrett came out.
Okay.
He was. I think he was the 10th pick. He's a very nice player. I think he shoots this year. This year he's actually playing really well. I think he's shooting like 39 from three.
Okay.
He's shooting like 90% from the free throw line. Like around 42, I think, from the field. Like he's having a nice season. He's not a guy that you get and you're like, all right, championship. Like
right.
we're going on a run. He could, if you could trade for Cam Reddish and he could be your starting 3 on this team along with like another star, I'm all for it. Trade that first round pick.
Yeah. So basically, he's a role player, which this team already has a lot of.
I think he's a little bit
better than that.
A little bit better than a role player.
Because
I think he can start.
This team, okay, because this team has a lot of guys where you're like, yeah, he's a nice player, but he'd be better in this role instead of the role he's currently in.
Yeah, Seth Curry,
Thybulle,
Danny Green, Thybulle, right. I think Cam Reddish can start because he can hit his free throws. He can, he can shoot. But I just don't think he's like you replace him with Ben Simmons and everything's solved.
Right.
He's not that good. He's good enough, like I said, good enough to trade for and start. Even better if he comes off the bench. But Atlanta's really, really deep, so they don't. Them getting a first round pick is good for them. So, but I guess I don't know. I don't know what my ideal trade if I'm not getting Dame or Beal. I guess maybe, and again, like I don't think you're gonna be a championship team if you get Levert or Buddy Hield to be like the other guy.
Apparently, so the king. I just looked it up. Sacramento's apparently shopping Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley.
Marvin Bagley's been a little disappointing. His top 3 pick, yeah.
Okay, so they're looking to shop those 2 guys, and maybe you could land them for Simmons if that's even worth it. I don't know, but you're like. Again, we've talked about it in previous shows. Like, you're not going to get a top guy. You're not going to get a Dame or a Beal, obviously. You're not even going to get a second round of guys like a Fox, those type of players.
Right.
So
I would love Fox, yeah.
Yeah, there's really nothing out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot more guys available come Wednesday. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting to see, the Buddy Hield thing where, I don't know if you saw what he said at the end of last week.
I did not know.
Along the lines of like I'm not basically coming out and saying like I'm not re-signing in Washington just yet. Like and of course everybody's like Beal to the Sixers, Beal to the Celtics, Beal to this team or that team.
When in the offseason he's gonna sign like a crazy extension with the with where he's at.
Excuse me.
No, you're fine. Uh-oh.
Whew, I got a call.
Good?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm good. I got a little tickle.
Right. You muted that time. It's
I
did
didn't mute that time. I thought I got it the first time.
Yeah, it's fine.
I missed like a Ben Simmons 3. But yeah, I mean it's going to be really tough to get that guy December 15th. To make your team a championship level team. Like I said, I don't know if Levert is a guy that's going to come in and help you win a championship as the other guy. I don't know if Buddy Hield does that either. So
right,
but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. It'll be interesting. I mean, who knows when we're gonna be sitting here in April or whatever saying, well, we still have Ben Simmons,
right, right,
and it's gonna go into the off season, and we're still not gonna know. So
right.
All right, let's move on before we get into some Flyers talk. You said you had some trivia this week, right? I don't know why I do this to myself, but let's just get on with it.
Sorry, I had another cough there. All right, we're good. We're good. We're
Drink some water. Do you have water with you? Drink some water.
But
you got to be prepared.
like I said at the start of the show, we push through. We
certainly do.
We push those boundaries and we go past those boundaries, I think.
Absolutely.
So, all right.
We try our best.
So the last couple weeks, we've been doing the number game.
Yeah. I was expecting you to come back with it this week.
We are not coming back with it.
Okay.
We are coming back with something similar.
Okay.
So something you might be just as bad at. We're gonna go colleges.
I'm so bad at colleges.
That's why I did it.
I might be worse at colleges than I am with jersey
said.
numbers.
Yeah, I know.
But I have Don as a phone a friend in the comments.
No,
why not?
Comments. Nope.
You're gonna make me shut off the comments, aren't you?
I'm gonna make you shut. You act like that's the first time I've ever asked you to do that.
Yeah, but Don's in the chat and Don likes to be a part of it. So, I guess if he comments, you'll just be able to see it. I'm gonna shut off the comments now.
Okay.
All right.
So, like I said, I'm gonna name the player. You're gonna tell me what college this player went to.
Yep. How many questions? How many players do you have?
That's a good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Some of these are going to be a little hard. Some of them are going to be, toss-ups. First up, we got Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Famer. Pro Football Hall of Famer.
That's going to be so fucking bad.
Number 20, Weapon X, Brian
Jesus
Dawkins.
Christ.
You don't know what college Brian Dawkins went to?
No.
Come on.
I don't know. Why the fuck would I know where they played before they were here in college? I don't know. I'm going to say Florida State.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, sure.
It is not Florida State.
I have no idea.
It is another ACC team, though.
It is ACC. I have no idea.
I think. I don't even know what the college
What school is it?
Clemson.
Right,
are they American? Or I don't know what they are.
Aren't they in the SEC or no? Are they ACC?
No, they're not SEC.
The ACC? They might be. I don't know, Dom.
It actually might be the ACC. Because I think they play BC and all them. Okay.
You know, Michael. You don't have to rub it in. Even I knew that.
Right.
Get out of here.
No, keep doing it. Keep doing it. You yelled at me twice already, so.
That's true. So,
all right. Next up, we've got the Eagles Hall of Famer left tackle, Trey Thomas.
I'm glad you're so tickled by this, Dom. North Carolina State.
Is that your final answer?
Sure. Why not?
You actually already said the answer. It's Florida State.
Okay, fair enough.
So 0-2. Next up, we're gonna go 76ers legend, Hall of Famer, Allen Iverson. You really don't know Allen Iverson?
Yes, I have no idea. I don't know where these players went to college.
Oh my God.
Allen Iverson.
You're going to go 0 for 10 here. That's crazy.
I've told you, legitimately, I am worse with this than I am with jersey numbers. I feel like I should know this.
You probably should.
I feel like I should fucking know this, and it's on the tip of my tongue. I mean, I don't. Where do I go? Where do I go? I don't know.
It's okay. So part of it is.
Can I get a hint?
Yeah. Well, Jesus Christ, man, I'm giving it to you. Part of the name is. Part of the name of the school is.
Can we get Don?
Would you let me give you the hint?
Hold on. Can we get Dom in here right now?
No,
Don.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna invite him on the show.
No. Oh, on the show.
Yeah.
He can come on the show.
All right, fine.
Hold on. Because if he says it, you don't get it.
No, I listen. I'm gonna go 0 for 10.
All right, if you want to bring him on, we can bring him on.
I'll bring on Dom.
This is like WWE.
Listen, it's a tag team right now. It's a tag team. Don, I sent it to you on Twitter. Get in here. Come on.
Did you ever watch like WWE or WWF and like two guys are going at it and like some guy just like random wrestler just runs out? That's what Don's doing right now.
He is.
Like it'll be like freaking The Rock versus like The Undertaker, and all you hear is the Stone Cold Steve Austin like, whoosh, and then he just comes running out. That's what Don's doing right now.
That is Don, but so we're waiting for Don here. Let's just give
me a guess.
Who was the Iverson?
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna give you a hint.
Duke?
You didn't. You motherfucker! You won't let me give you a hint. I've been trying to give you a hint for 10 minutes here.
Hey, not fair. I wanted it. All right, no, Michael, we'll have you on the show. All right.
Yeah, he's easily our biggest supporter, our biggest fan.
We'll
We're gonna have
definitely
him on.
we'll definitely get Michael on the show.
I'm gonna give you another shot here. Let me say the hint.
Okay.
So it is the name of the school is a man's first name.
George Washington.
George Washington.
Isn't that a show? Isn't that a school?
That's a president.
It's a school, isn't it?
You really think Allen Iverson went to George Washington?
Are they a big basketball school?
Yeah. You already said the name.
George.
Are you kidding me?
Georgetown.
Ding, 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 ding. Fucking asshole. Jesus Christ. You don't even get that one. You said Duke. Jesus Christ. See what I have to deal with every week? You went George. You went George, and I went, oh shit, he got it. And you went Washington. That's a freaking high school.
Don, I sent you the link. Where are you?
Mike needs some saving here.
Yeah, and it's like the bat signal's up in the air. Don, I need you. Where you at?
Now, I don't know if anybody can help you now.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna keep firing them off if you want, or are we gonna wait?
No, that's fine. You can keep going. I'm hoping he's coming in shortly. So you
All
keep
right.
going, and this isn't gonna get any better. So
No, it's
fine.
not. It's actually gonna get a lot worse. All right, so we got Eagles right tackle Lane Johnson.
Hold, where is he? All right, Don.
Yeah,
you
I'm
see
dying.
this shit show?
This is, yeah, I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm dying. I'm like, yeah, just like I can't type it fast enough. Oh my God.
He said George, and I went, oh no,
Oh.
he got it, and he went Washington, all
my God.
confident.
George Washington, George Mason,
Yeah.
Georgia
Alright.
State.
Look, I didn't even expect him to I was like, it's a man's first name. Like part of the school's name is a man's first name. I thought
my
he was gonna
God.
say something completely different. He went George. I went, oh fuck, he got it. And then he just went Washington.
Washington.
Oh my God.
All right. I appreciate your help, Don.
Oh,
I
my God.
desperately need to be saved here.
So this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna
do you
give
got?
them to Mike. I'm gonna give the rest of them to Mike. If he can't
Okay.
get them, if you can't get
You
them,
can-
we'll give them to you.
Which I
We'll pass
won't.
them to
I
you.
won't get them.
I'll be the phone a friend.
Yeah,
All right. Sounds good.
but this goes against Don's record. It doesn't go against your record. Like
That
so,
Alright.
my record is 0-10.
I think Don.
Even-
I think Don on the show when he came on was like
I think we
I think
went
he was like
for
3 for 5.
I think
We
we
were
went
5
for
for
5.
we were
5 for 5.
5 for 5.
I'll
Yeah.
give him 5 for 5. All right.
I got 1 or 2 of them. So you know.
That's why I said 3.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
3 for 3. We'll say that.
Fair
Is that fair?
All right.
Oh, you know what? Fine. We're gonna go 5 for 5. Fuck you, Mike. All right. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna give him the mic, and if you can't get them, we're gonna toss them
You toss it to me.
over there.
All
All right.
right.
Next up, right tackle Lane Johnson.
I feel like he. All right. I went to one of those southern schools. I'm gonna say Auburn.
Is that your final answer?
Don shaking his head no.
So
it's
no.
probably a no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
yeah. All right, Don. Go ahead.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Sooner.
He's a Sooner.
He's not a later. He's a
All
Sooner.
right.
He's a
I'll
Sooner.
I didn't pay attention to where these guys went to school. They're with the Eagles now. It's all that matters.
All right. So next up, we have. Oh boy,
Are there any hockey players on this list?
there are. Yes,
okay.
there are 2.
Oh Jesus!
All right, we have not the biggest drama currently in the city. We've already talked about him. Ben Simmons.
He went to Kentucky.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
He did not go to Kentucky.
No.
No.
He went to LSU.
LSU.
Oh my god.
Oh,
See, I gave you the 2. There's another 6er on the list. I gave you the 2 easiest. Allen Iverson is the easiest 6er to get, and Ben Simmons. I thought maybe you had a shot.
I should have got the Simmons one. I should have got the Simmons
LSU.
one. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
he
next.
did the that documentary.
Yep.
That's
I think he's
right,
the
yeah.
first #1 pick ever to not make the March Madness tournament.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me. Look at what he's become.
Yeah.
Like,
True story.
All right. So you want to go 2 straight Flyers here, or do you want to save Flyers for last?
Sure. No, let's just rip the Band-Aid. Let's just
All
do
right.
it all. It's
All right.
fine.
We brought him up on last week's show. John LeClaire.
I mean, John LeClaire. I mean,
Dude, I did this. I'm like, oh, he's probably got this.
No, I mean, like college hockey isn't anywhere near as big as the other sports. Obviously,
This is a big college school.
Yeah, and I was thinking either. I mean,
Or big hockey
Wisconsin, Minnesota. Boston University, Boston College.
Boston
Let's go.
This, Boston that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Wisconsin.
All right, real quick. It's none of the ones you just named.
Okay.
I'll give you that hint.
Fair enough.
Because this is kind of hard.
Go ahead.
No, give me another guess.
It's none of the ones I just named.
No.
All right, Dom, is it New England? Is it in the New England area? Because I feel like he's okay.
It is.
College hockey, not Boston.
New Hampshire, Vermont.
It is Vermont.
It is
University of
Vermont?
Yep.
No way, really?
Good job, Don.
Yep. UVM.
We got to suss it out, right?
Yep. All right. We're gonna go another Flyers. Mike, I think you might get this one.
I fucking hope so. I
He's
need
a current
something.
Flyer. We're gonna go Joel Farabee.
Ooh.
Joel Farabee. I'm pretty. Was he he was BU, right? Or was he BC? No, he was BC. BC, Boston College.
Is that your final answer?
Pretty sure.
Is that your final
sure?
answer?
Yes.
BC? No.
BU?
BU.
Fuck. I knew it was one of the Boston schools. All right.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I knew it was one of the Boston schools, but it's whatever.
All right.
I should have known that. Their whole team's from BU.
Right. Their whole team's from Boston, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want the last Sixer or you want the last Eagle?
What surprised me? It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, you might have a better shot at the Eagle, so we'll go with the Sixer. Sir Charles.
Don's ready.
Yeah, he already knows it.
Yeah.
It's not a big basketball school.
I mean, okay.
It's a
In the
bigger
South.
football school than it is a basketball school.
It's in the South.
Virginia Tech. I don't know.
No, you've already said it. You already said the answer earlier.
Florida
Auburn.
State? Auburn?
Auburn.
Okay.
The round mound of rebound.
All right, last
fair
up,
enough.
we've got Eagles Hall of Famer, John Runyon.
Eagles Hall of Famer John Runyon. Again, like all the offensive linemen are obviously usually from the southern states, I'd imagine. So, am I right or am I wrong?
Is in the South? No.
Yes.
Not in the
No.
South.
All right, well.
His kid went to the same school.
Right. That's not
And
going to
his
help
kid,
him at all.
That doesn't help.
his kid plays for the Packers right now.
It's close to the
All right,
Packers.
all right. So, Mike, here you go. Here's your
Okay.
clue. The team that he played on is in the BCS playoff.
It's a Big Ten school.
Cincinnati? Aren't they in the,
No,
they're
they're
in
not
the
Big
playoff?
Ten.
They are in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're in a playoff, right? Who else is in the
They're not Big
playoff?
Ten.
Not Bama. Who else is in there?
Michigan.
Big
Michigan.
10.
I don't know college sports, Dom.
Jesus Christ. I said it 12 times.
You just said Big Ten. You didn't say anything else.
Oh my God.
I said Big Ten. You said Alabama. Big Ten, Cincinnati.
No, I was ruling it off the list, saying no, it's not Alabama because they're obviously in
yeah.
the SEC.
Yeah, you were ruling.
All right, well, Don, thanks for your help.
Holy mackerel. that was worth running away from the debacle that has become the Sixers game right now. So
Winning. They were losing at one point.
at the point they were, well, the point that I was at, they were losing. So
Oh yeah, they were losing pretty bad.
yeah, it's
To a
One
Memphis
of seven.
it was well worth the time, gentlemen.
Well, I appreciate you coming on.
to a Memphis team that doesn't even have their best player. I told Mike that like last week over text message, I was
Okay.
like, I was talking to him about like Ja Morant because he wasn't too familiar with Ja. So I was like, I literally told him, I was like, I would sacrifice 6 children to Satan if John Morant became a Sixer.
I mean, listen,
they're not my kids, so what do I care?
Right. In the last couple games though that they've played, I really like the two guys that no one is really talking about that are young guys that I really like are Morant and Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like both of those guys are young guys that can fill it up, that aren't scared.
Right. That's the part.
They're both like a better version of Maxey.
Yeah. I agree.
So,
I told him John Morant's my favorite non-Sixer.
I couldn't tell you anything about him.
Before it was Lillard. Now I think John Morant has like taken that top spot. Favorite non-Sixer.
I'm kind of off the Lillard bus right now.
Really?
Like, he seems like a guy that's kind of past his prime a little bit. Can still fill it up, can still play, but at the same time, could you get more value out of a guy like Jaylen Brown? Can you get more value out of a guy like John Morant? Like, they're younger, they're under control for longer, right? Like, I don't know. Like, but does he make you I will not deny the fact that he makes you an instant contender.
Yeah,
very fast. Sure. Him and Beal.
Yeah, absolutely. Beal's only 27, 28. I mean,
the only thing that worries me about the two of them is that they're both content in staying in a city where they've sucked.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Like they're both content on being right. They're very committed and almost overly committed to being an 8 seed every year, never getting out of the playoffs.
And you almost kind of admire it where like, they're trying to push through and become that Giannis where he's winning. He's the guy that wins it. You know what I mean? Like, obviously Giannis has had help, but
right. But the Bucks were never a floundering 8 seed.
No. I completely.
You know
understand.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like they're never the way the West is stacked right now. They'll never get to the. They're always going to play. They're going to be the 7-8 seed. They're never going to get to that top echelon.
For sure.
They just don't have enough to get over that hump. It's that like being loyal to a fault.
Right. No, I hear you. I mean, I don't know if you heard earlier in the show. Did you see what Beal said?
I did.
I mean, it's got everybody in the city like, and like I said on the show, like it's not just Philly, it's Boston. Everybody, let's go get Beal, and it's
right.
Miami, let's go get Beal.
Right. Every city that's in a market for the guy that's going to put their roster over the echelon is going to be saying, what kind of package can we put together? I think in the end, I think it does. And like whatever happens in Philly, I think it ends up being like a 2-3 team deal. Right. I think you could see multiple pieces that could come in. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if you flip like Harris. Like, I know that might be a hot take, but like that to me is a guy that like consistently gives you under 30 every night. He is consistently under, like it's not that he's under, he just constantly underperforms. And I just don't.
He is on a team where right now he has to be the second best scorer and he's supposed to be your third best scorer. And like,
correct.
I mean, he averages 20 and 8 usually. Like that's who he is. And like, I like Tobias. I like him more than others do. But if you told me we had to trade Ben and Tobias to get like Beal in or Lillard in or whoever that guy that's going to put you over the top, sign me up.
The contracts don't, like, if you try to move both of them in the same deal, the contracts are so big. But like if you can flip Harris for Halliburton and Buddy Hield, and then flip Ben Simmons and Maxey and a pick for Bradley Beal, like you can turn that roster over really quick, and then maybe trade a first round pick for Cam Reddish, and you can flip that roster really quick, get really young.
I think the Sixers should hire us. We just made like 3 great moves.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's that easy, right?
Oh, I hear you guys go off. So you guys do your thing. So Don, thanks for your help.
I'm gonna bow out. Like, you got my number. Anytime you need a trivia lifeline, you give me a call.
Absolutely. You guys going live tomorrow night? Drunk on Broad?
Yeah, we're gonna be drunk on the court tomorrow. So we're gonna do our Sixers show, being that the bye week is this week, and then Jason and I will be on later on this week with our Drunk on Ice.
Listen every week.
Every week, man. Just trying to listen, trying to keep that Flyers content relevant.
It's almost harder. It's almost harder than trading Ben Simmons.
Listen, I don't know what is at this point. I mean, it's a struggle to kind of not be saying the same thing week after week after week. I think what you guys were talking about, what you had kind of planned with the bag it on broad is kind of.
At least Twitter was fun this week. That's all.
It was. You know what? It was, and it was to see the community, that Flyers community that always is very loyal.
Yep.
Kind of just say like, "Yo, I've had enough." At the same time, listening to the hockey content and seeing like. As long as, like, I've just come to the conclusion that as long as Comcast has that ownership stake in it, and they know that franchise is worth $1.6 billion, and they got a big orange fluffy goofball running around, like they don't care. Yep. They're making money.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
Real quick, because I know you can't stay on too long, but
no, you're good.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
So listen, I totally missed the boat on the list that I sent to you with missing Home Alone, but Elf is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Wait, what do you mean? What about Home Alone? What do you mean?
So
he sent a list on Twitter. Did you not see it?
Oh no! I
usually handle the Twitter.
And I
so I saw it.
I can't multitask like that. I can't talk and tweet like go on Twitter and all that. Like, dude, when we roll the intro, that's when I like share everything and then I put the phone away for like an hour.
I totally forgot. So like I totally forgot Home Alone.
Okay.
Yeah, his list is Elf, Christmas Vacation, Santa Claus Trilogy, A Christmas Story, and Fred Claus.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
So underrated.
My sneaky underrated Christmas movie. I love Fred Claus.
Yeah,
I love Vince Vaughn.
Me too.
I love him bashing my favorite is that first scene where he's shaking money. He's like people helping people. And he's swinging the caution signs and all the Santas chasing him down the street.
And they go inside the mall,
But Elf is like, my son has been obsessed with Christmas since birth.
Yeah.
There was a period of time for like 3.5 years where he was listening to Christmas music year round.
My kind of guy.
Yeah. So at this point, whenever it has become like our rainy day movie. Yeah. Like whenever, everyone's out of the house and it's just the two of us, we'll put on Elf. Doesn't matter what time of year. So
for sure, dude, I do that. I do that stuff like when I'm feeling down and stuff. Like, I throw it on and like it just brings me right out of it. So
it's a good feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
all right, we'll let you go. Thanks for hopping on,
gentlemen. Have a good night. Take care.
Later.
You too, say it.
Later.
Always good appearance from Don there.
Yep. Coming out of the bullpen too.
Absolutely, and he knew all of them too.
Yeah.
Maybe I just suck. Well, no, I definitely suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's a maybe.
Yeah, it's no maybe about it.
So that was the birth and death of colleges, because we're never doing that again.
Never, because that was a train wreck.
Yeah.
Like again, you thought I was bad at jersey numbers.
Right.
It doesn't even hold a candle to my lack of knowledge for colleges.
See, I said you. So. You're the Ben Simmons of free throwing,
right? Like you would have had a better chance naming like 10 random current NHLers and telling me the junior team that they played for.
All right, we're gonna do that next week.
All right, fair enough.
Can we really do that?
If you want, I could maybe I'll try to get it, but
here we go. You're just backing yourself out.
No, not at all. I mean, we can try if you want. Try it.
I just meant because of the content. Like,
we're
a Philly.
Listen,
we're a Philly.
We're all about content here. So if that's what you want to do,
right.
I'm perfectly fine with it. Listen, it's no. I'm fine with making a mockery of myself.
Okay.
Hence the reason we do the trivia segment.
I honestly think the trivia segment is more for everybody else. Like,
correct.
It's not for us. Like,
correct. No.
I told you from the beginning. I told you from the beginning. Like, if you don't want to do it anymore because you like, it's what the people want. Like,
absolutely. And that was an all-time trivia segment right there that we just had.
Yeah.
So again,
the Phillies should sign Don. Man, he just came out of the bullpen and
he should.
He threw three straight strikeouts. So.
Right, came out of the bullpen and then fixed the Sixers in about 3 seconds.
Exactly, dude.
So,
yeah.
So he should, the Phillies should sign him to be a bullpen guy,
Right.
and the Sixers should sign him to be in a front office.
Right.
So there you go. That's all you need there. But he did mention the Flyers, so let's move on to them. It's a good transition there. They go 2-2 on the week. So what's his name? Alain Vigneault fired. Mike Yeo becomes the interim coach. Monday you play Colorado. Dominant team, lose 7-5. You let up 7 goals, but it was a good effort, I guess. I mean, you put up 5, you mount a close comeback ish, and then Wednesday comes around, you play New Jersey, you look flat as hell again, 3-1 loss, and then Thursday morning comes around, right, where Twitter goes nuts with this whole bag, the Broad Street bag. Right, where everybody's changing their profile to the Flyers fan, and with the bag over his face because everybody's just sick of Comcast, sick of this franchise and the corporate run mess. And it was kind of interesting because a lot of times Flyers Twitter is divided. Right, you have a lot of people that kind of go back and forth, and I've been on the side of, for the most part, not enjoying Flyers Twitter because I think the people, for the most part, are insufferable. But it was one fun day where everybody came together to show their displeasure with the Philadelphia Flyers, and it was quite fun.
Yeah. You know what? A little hot take again. I'm kind of anti-bad guy.
You're anti-bad guy. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is a hot take.
See, look. I'm not gonna sit here and like bag on people. You've done it.
No pun intended.
Right, there you go. You picking up what I'm putting down, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna bag on people.
And I've kind of done it in what way?
What's that?
You said I kind of did it in what way?
Like you changed your
oh yeah. Sorry.
So I just like I'm not like I'm not gonna sit here and like say why did you do that? Like why are people doing that? Like if that's your thing, that's great. I just don't think it does anything except maybe
it probably
like,
does nothing.
Right. But it makes people feel better, which like that's fine. Like I shouldn't say I'm anti-bad guy, but like I just wouldn't do it. That's all.
Okay, and that's fair.
Like if you told me you had like, dude, if you like, when do they play again at home?
They
Tuesday?
play
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow against.
If you told
Devils,
me tomorrow,
if you
texted me tomorrow and said I have tickets to tomorrow's game, do you want to go? I would say yes, and I'm putting a bag on. I would easily go to the game and be a part of it because
I'm sure there will be people that do that now.
I hope
this is
so.
The whole thing.
Because then it becomes like it becomes more than just like an internet thing. Like
sure.
Like if you think the Flyers are looking around, or if you think Dave Scott's like looking around, like, oh, these people are wearing. And I'm sure he knows, but like,
yeah, I'm sure he's well aware with what's going on among the fan
like,
base, even on
like,
internet scale.
Whoa, I kicked it again. It's another.
This is becoming a weekly occurrence.
Yes, it is. Like I don't think like Dave Scott's like scrolling through Twitter and seeing like 3,000 people change their picture. You know what I mean? If 3 million people did it, yeah, like I think it'd become a serious thing. But like,
I think it's still become a serious thing in the sense of like, I think it had to have made its way up the ladder. Like,
no, I'm sure it did.
It got posted by like Bar Down, which is like a blog company up in like Canada, which is like a pretty reputable source.
But I'm just saying, like I don't think Dave Scott's looking on Twitter saying like, oh shit, 3,000 people just changed their thing. Like he's just probably like, yeah, whatever. But if like
maybe
15,000, 10,000 people come to the game tomorrow night as the bad guy, like I think it sends a
bigger message. Sure, yeah, no, it definitely sends a bigger message, and maybe it's up there with, so like 2 weeks ago or whenever it was when the Canucks fired their coach. The day before that, a jersey gets thrown on the ice. Like it's that kind of message where like it's up close and personal, instead of like an internet thing. So I get it, but. It was just a fun day of Flyers Twitter. Everybody, kind of showing their frustration with this organization.
I'm anti-bad guy for myself. I'm not anti-bad. Like it's honestly it's like not. I'm not gonna say it's getting annoying, but like it's really starting to like get hard, like figuring out who's who. You know what I mean? Like,
it is.
I'll be scrolling and I'll see like the 10 tweets in a row, like 6 of them are the bad guy, the brown bad guy. So like,
it is.
I'm just like, what? Like, who is tweeting this? Like,
fair enough.
So it's I'm just anti doing it myself. If everybody else wants to, see, I'm not. I'm a leader, man. I'm not a follower. So
exactly. But you're also a Debbie Downer, and you're kind of shitting on the rest of us. All right, let us be happy,
right?
miserable bag people.
You know who's taking a shit? That dog on center ice. So
that is true. If that's not a metaphor for this franchise, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I hope they have a doggy bag. Pick it up.
Hi yo. There you go. But listen, the bag might have worked because they're 2-0 in the bag era. You win a game that I didn't think they had a snowball's chance in hell of winning against Vegas on what was that, Friday, and then you win against a bad Arizona team, but you win. They're 2-0. I'm sorry, what did I say? Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Yeah, you play Vegas Friday, Arizona Saturday, and you won both those games 2-0 in the bag.
No, Vegas Saturday.
No,
Arizona Sunday.
No, what?
Yeah, 100%.
No, it was Friday, Saturday.
It couldn't have been. No, it was Friday. You're right. My bad. No, it was Saturday. Wasn't it?
Arizona was Saturday.
You're sure?
Yes. I've never been more sure about anything in my entire life.
Had a cough attack there. Sorry.
You're fine. Are you looking this up?
Right. No, you're right.
You really don't believe me.
No, you got you. I got you. Right. I got you. You're right. I was just. I had a fun night Saturday, so I was just.
Oh, what'd you do Saturday?
What didn't I do on Saturday? That's the question.
Sounds sketchy.
I had some fogo de chao.
Oh, I've heard. Listen,
you've never been?
They're not a sponsor, so this is all free publicity right here.
Right.
I've never been. I hear phenomenal things about it.
Save up a couple paychecks and then go. It's literally like $60 a head. So
yeah, but isn't it all you can eat?
Yeah. There's a salad bar. They're really getting a free promotion, like a free ad out of us right now.
They are. I'm fine with it because if you have good food, that's fine. That's all you need.
Right. So yeah, I mean, salad bar. You could pay just for the salad bar, but you don't get any
Then what's the point?
Meat. Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely. You can. There's a salad bar, and then there's a endless pounds and pounds and pounds of red meat.
They cut it in front of you and shit.
Yeah, they do. Right? They bring it around. They ask you if you want it. The answer is always yes.
That sounds lovely. Where's that at? Where is there a fogo de chao at?
There's one in Center City. There's one in King of Prussia.
Okay.
But yeah, I did that Saturday. I went to a cigar bar after.
Oh, nice.
I almost died.
Why did you almost die?
I just, dude, so I'm not a big cigar guy.
Okay.
I'll smoke 2, 3, 4, maybe a year.
Okay.
I just had this new cigar that I've never smoked before. It was pretty bigger than what I'm used to. That's what she said. And just about halfway through, I was just dude, I'm so dizzy right now. I I was not used to the smoke.
Okay.
All because it's not ventilated tremendously.
Right.
So
Okay.
And then went out after. So.
Nice.
Went out to a couple bars and had a good time. And I went to this place called Brew in Center City. So I go into the bathroom and I'm waiting in line to use the urinal. And a guy comes in. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "Would you mind if I get in front of you?" I'm like, "Kind of." And he's like, "Oh no." I literally said I was like, "Kind of, yeah." What would you think my answer would be? And he's like, "Oh, but I'm the DJ, And I'm thinking to myself, this guy could just be totally just making this up just to
There's
make a
0% chance that guy was a DJ.
So I look at him, he's dressed like McLovin. I'm like, all right, I'll let you go. So I'm like, all right, go ahead. So he goes,
McLovin.
Yeah. He does his business and he turns around and he goes, "You get one free song request." And I'm like, "I got you, Pop." I was like, I'll come up. So I do my business. I go out. I tell my buddies, I'm like, this is what happened. And we come up with Party Up by DMX.
Okay.
The place went nuts.
I mean, it's a fucking classic song.
Yeah. I mean, so
how do you not go nuts to DMX?
Right. It's impossible.
Rest in peace.
But I will say though, I drank a lot, and as soon as I stepped outside, that cold air punched me in the face, and I couldn't feel a thing.
Cold air Saturday, wasn't it 65 degrees on Saturday?
Saturday, it
was like
was
65 degrees.
like 2 a.m. though, and it started to get because Sunday was like kind of cold.
Yeah.
It
Because Saturday was like 65 degrees. I walked outside. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, it was like 2 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and then afterwards there was just like a huge party outside. It was nuts, but yeah.
Okay, back to the Flyers. I don't even remember
Okay.
what we were talking about.
No, me neither.
But they're 2-0 in the bag era. And listen, honestly, I know I tweeted this out. So I think I broke the curse. Okay.
Okay.
So starting the 10-game losing streak, the very first game of it, Tampa Bay Lightning coming to town. I bet against the Flyers. I bet on Tampa.
Oh my God, here you go.
And there was
We've had issues.
We were in a group chat. Listen, this is the one you know about.
Yeah.
Where you called it what'd you call it? A violation.
Yeah, it's a dead violation.
It's a dead violation, which is fair. The Flyers then lost the 10 straight. All right. In the middle, I think it was right around lost 8 or 9. I tried to end the streak by betting on the Flyers to beat, I think it was Tampa again, and then they lost 7-1.
You're just making things worse.
So then I was like, you know what? The Vegas game comes around. I'm like, you know what? I'll do the same exact thing that happened the first game of this 10-game losing streak. I'm gonna bet on the opposition again. So I bet on Vegas. What do you know?
Another
the Flyers. No, the Flyers have won.
No, I mean for you.
Oh, another L for me, which is fine if that's what ended the curse. It was well worth it.
But like, is it worth it? Like, you really think it's worth it? Like, this team sucks. Like, you want them to make the playoffs, or?
I mean,
no, that's the wrong question because you always
want your team to
right.
make the playoffs, right? I
but
mean,
like, do you really think they have a shot?
No, I don't.
So I
I don't. But again, it was worth it because I didn't really lose any money because I was still using the free money, free money from my initial deposit with my bookie promo code Phired Up. Just saying, I was still using that, so I didn't really lose anything. But it is what you get the premise. But do I want this team to make the playoff? Like again, you always want your teams to make the playoffs. My issue is I don't know if they're going to blow it up and rebuild. So I don't know.
I want them to figure it out. I do. I mean, I know Mike Yeo as a head coach has not been like very successful in the NHL, but
he's made playoffs. He's never really made it out of the first or second round though.
But if you told me this team has a shot to if this team makes a run to the playoffs, sign me up. Like I'm all for that.
Yeah, right.
I'd rather than make the playoffs and. But then again, this kid's supposed to be really good, so I don't know. It's a tough, man. It's a tough situation.
It is. I mean, the kid next year is supposed to be even better, which is fucking nasty. the kid next year. So I'm trying to pull up the list right now. Connor Bedard.
What's his name?
Connor Bedard. So
I don't like that name.
So he's Connor or Bedard.
Bedard. Yeah.
So he's playing. He just got announced to. He's he's not eligible for this draft. He's eligible for the draft after that. But it just got announced. The Canadian World Junior lineup just got announced.
Okay. Before you go into this real quick, I wanted to add something about the 10-game streak.
Okay, go ahead.
How you said that you were the reason, right?
Yep.
I mean, not all heroes wear capes, so
this is true.
So
exactly.
I applaud you. I do.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you.
It does.
But anyway, he just got announced. Connor Bedard just got announced to the World Junior team for Team Canada.
Is he winger?
He's a center. He's a 16 years old, right? And this is the list of 16-year-olds to ever play for Canada's junior team.
Can I guess some?
Sure, if you want.
Real quick, Connor McDavid.
He's one.
Wayne Gretzky.
He's two. No, he's two.
How many are there?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lindros?
He's 3. You're probably not going to get the other 2.
Tavares?
No, Tavares isn't. How many did you name? You named McDavid, Gretzky, Lindros?
Lindros, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, how many more?
3 more. You could get 1. You're not going to get the other 2, probably.
Okay. Are they older?
Yes.
All 3?
Yeah, the one's not old, not super old. He's still in the league.
Crosby?
They're actually both still in the league. Crosby's 1, yeah.
For
One's in
Team
the league,
Canada.
one's not. Do you give up?
No. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I don't
Joe
think you're gonna get
Thornton.
them. No. On the right track, but no.
Fuck. What's his name? Oh shit.
Just got suspended recently.
Suspended.
You probably didn't see that news. So 6 games, I think he got suspended.
Marleau?
No.
I don't even know if he's Canadian.
He might be. Is he? Yeah,
Suspended. Who just got suspended? I know we're running on time here, but it's gonna bother me. Jesus Christ. Marchand? No.
Nah.
I don't know. Who is it?
Do you want me to tell you the team he plays for?
Yeah, tell me the team.
Toronto.
Toronto.
No, still nothing.
Wait. Who the fuck plays for Toronto?
He's really a depth player for them this year.
Oh, Corey. No, not Corey Perry.
No.
He's the Canadian. He's not even on that team. Shit. Who is it?
Jason Spezza.
Okay. Okay.
And then Jay Bouwmeester's the last name.
Yeah,
very,
we
very
never
good.
got
very,
that.
Yeah, very, very, very good defenseman. So again, he's among the list of Jason Spezza, Jay Bouwmeester, Eric Lindros, Wayne Gretzky, Connor McDavid, and Sidney Crosby. That's the company that he is in with 16-year-olds playing for Canadian juniors. So that kid's going to be nasty.
Yeah.
But that's
Imagine
next
if you
year,
got
though.
both of them. Like.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to strip it down first. I mean,
Yeah.
Claude Giroux's probably gone, right? Like, I think it's a conversation that's going to need to be had between Giroux and the Flyers.
Yeah. Like you said last week, if he continues to play this way and they keep losing, like you actually might be able to get like something nice for him.
Yeah. A first round pick plus.
Right.
So, all right. Anything else before we move on? I wish there was Phillies news, but the fucking Major League Baseball is still in a goddamn lockout. And
Did you see somebody sign Andrew Knapp?
Yes,
before the lockout?
I did. I forget who it was.
How
though.
stupid is
But
that?
yeah. Like, I didn't hate Knapp as much as the Philly fan base did.
No, I probably didn't either.
He's a backup catcher. Like,
Right.
what do you expect? Like, starting catchers in this league usually suck, and he was a backup. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. All catchers suck, except for like the top 3 or 5.
As long as he hits like 230 and like,
Yeah, he was fine for what a
Yeah.
backup catcher should be.
yeah. Cincinnati, by the way.
Oh, Cincinnati. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wish there was more news, but MLB's still in a lockout, which I think is going to go on until like I don't know, April, May.
Yeah.
Like they're probably going to miss games because of it.
I was like scrolling through some site and like it was like a tracker of all the Phillies that or recent Phillies that have signed with new teams. So I'm like, and like Herrera was the like the picture of the article. I'm like, where did Herrera go? So I click. There's 2 guys. It's like they made it seem like it was like 10 guys left, and like I think
So
it was
wait,
like Andrew Knapp and
Did Herrera go anywhere? Or no,
No, not yet.
No.
I think it was Knapp and somebody else. Somebody
What-
very
what-
irrelevant.
Well, Phillies that signed somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, Neris signed in Houston.
Okay, so then it was
Hector
3
Neris.
because there was somebody. They didn't have him on the list.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
He signed in Houston.
Houston, yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
But
All right. Well, I think that does it for the show. This was a train wreck. But listen, that's what you come to expect because every
Right.
week is a train wreck.
yeah,
So
I mean, if you keep listening, I mean, that's on you guys.
that,
I want you
that
to
is-
keep listening,
That is true.
but if you keep coming back, then like that's on. We're 30 plus in here, so
34.
that's your decision.
Exactly. So
I hope you keep making that decision.
thanks for sticking through with us, you know?
Yeah.
We appreciate that. But, you know, go like us, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We're everywhere. Again, if you're watching on Twitter, get off of there and like us on Facebook. I can't
Yep.
stress that enough because Facebook or Twitter sucks.
Real quick, I am going to bring back the one segment we've done this whole year. The one time we've done the one segment, the movie review. I will watch 4 Christmases.
Okay, watch 4 Christmases, and while you're doing that, also watch Office Christmas Party.
Okay.
That was a movie that I just watched over the weekend. Like I said, really, really funny. I forget what that was on too. FX maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not sure I'm gonna get to it by next week, but I'll try before Christmas.
Try Four Christmases first, and we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna watch Four Christmases before next week's show.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try to get to the other one before Christmas is over.
All right, sounds good.
So I can't promise next week, but
sounds good. But
I'll try.
Right.
I'll try my hardest,
Right.
just for you.
Just for me. I appreciate that. We're gonna get out of here. What happened to our background? There we go. Oh God, it wouldn't be a show if we didn't end it poorly. So we're gonna get out of here, and we will see you guys next Monday.